Hello mathematicians, today is Friday, September the 25th, 2020. I am Ms. Claude and today we're going to continue our lesson on comparing fractions. Our objectives for today are: you will know how to compare fractions with like or the same numerators using less than, greater than, or equal symbols. We will understand fractions with like numerators can be compared using the denominators. And we will be able to use prior knowledge of comparing to determine the greater fraction based on the area or region. How do we compare fractions with like numerators? Yesterday we learned how to compare fractions with like denominators, and if the denominators are the same, we compare those fractions looking at the numerators. And so just like with whole numbers, we compare the numerators based on the greater number in the greater numerator. So today is going to be a little bit different. Today we are going to compare fractions based on the denominators instead of the numerators. So if the numerators are the same, that means that we have to now look at the denominators to compare these fractions, okay? And so it's a little bit different from how we compare numbers, whole numbers. It's quite the opposite of how we compare whole numbers. So before we begin, I want you guys to anchor this inside of your math journal. And so the top part basically says comparing fractions, and you're going to put today's date, which is November the 25th, 2020. And it says, are the numerators the same? And I have yes. If the numerators are the same, like we have here with 3/4 is greater than 3/8, then we can see that the numerators are the same because we both have the digit 3 for the numerator for both fractions. And if you look at our bottom number, which is the denominator, we can see that the denominators are different. And so in today's lesson, you will learn how to use the denominators to compare fractions with like numerators, okay? And so it's just giving you a clue here at the bottom saying to look at the denominator. You're going to find the small denominator. Smaller denominator means that you have a bigger piece or a bigger area. The larger the denominator means that the pieces are smaller or the area is smaller. So I want you to anchor this down in your math journal, and we will continue with today's lesson on comparing fractions with like